There was a painter who lived on the edge of a quiet village. He was known for one unusual habit. He painted every canvas using only one color. Not because he lacked talent, not because he lacked imagination, but because he believed a single color could tell 1,000 stories if you looked closely enough. People didn't understand him. They said he was limiting himself. They said he was wasting his gift. They said he could be famous if he just used more colors. But the painter didn't argue. He simply kept painting. One day, a young artist visited his studio. She was frustrated, overwhelmed by choices, drowning in possibilities. She said, "I don't understand how you can create so much with so little." The painter smiled gently. "Sit," he said. "Watch." He dipped his brush into the same color he'd used for years. But this time, he painted slowly, deliberately, letting the young artist see every stroke. He painted shadows. He painted light. He painted depth. He painted emotion, all with the same color. The young artist watched in silence, mesmerized. When he finished, she said, "I don't get it. How can one color do all of that?" The painter wiped his brush and replied, "Because the color isn't the point, the intention is." She frowned, unsure what he meant, so he continued. People think creativity comes from having endless options, but too many options can drown you, too many choices can paralyze you. Too much freedom can make you forget what you're trying to say. He walked to the window and looked out at the hills beyond the village. When you limit your tools, he said, you're forced to deepen your expression. You're forced to look inward instead of outward. You're forced to find meaning instead of noise. The young artist felt something shift inside her. But the painter wasn't finished. He picked up one of his older canvases, a simple landscape, painted entirely in that single color. "People think I use one color because I'm afraid to try others," he said. "But the truth is, I use one color because it teaches me to see." He pointed to the shadows, "to see what's hidden." He pointed to the highlights, "to see what's possible." He pointed to the empty spaces, "to see what's missing." The young artist stepped closer, noticing details she had overlooked before. Subtle gradients, delicate textures, emotions woven into the brush strokes. The painter placed the canvas back on the easel. "Most people chase variety," he said, "but depth comes from commitment." She nodded slowly, understanding now. He handed her a blank canvas. "Don't ask yourself how many colors you need," he said. "Ask yourself what you're trying to say." She held the canvas tightly, feeling the weight of the lesson. The painter returned to his work, dipping his brush into the same familiar color, and as she watched him paint, she realized something important. He wasn't limiting himself. He was mastering himself. You don't need more options. You need more intention.